Ladies and gentlemen, today is January 13th, 2018, and this is the KNKL Show, episode 361, where we learn to be better artists. My name is Kienan Lafferty, and I would like to welcome you to a show on optimizing Photoshop, the most important thing that you will ever do in your entire life, okay? We're going to talk about something very serious, okay, guys? And that is, the new year just started. I'm sure you got all your cool gifts. You got your new tablet, hopefully newer than this Intuos 4, but regardless, you got yourself a drawing tablet, and you're all set to depart on the awesome journey of becoming a digital artist. And so you launch Photoshop, you plug in your tablet, install the necessary drivers, and then you begin to start painting. You start to start drawing, and then you go, oh, what was that? Oh, did you see that white ring? What was that? Why is it? That's so disgusting. Why is that? And what is this input lag? Why is it so laggy? Whoa, how the heck do professional artists work like this? And you start to notice a very, very sad truth. And that is that you are set up to fail from the very beginning of becoming a digital artist. And that is because Photoshop by itself is an absolute optimized mess. It is an absolute optimized mess. But don't worry, because today I'm going to be teaching you something awesome. Hence the featured title. The featured title, psuserconfig.txt. What could that mean? Well, today we're going to be doing a little bit of hacking. We're going to hack Photoshop, and we are going to optimize it to be the way that they never intended it to be, so that way you guys can be successful. So let's go ahead and get started on that, shall we? And this is, of course, the way that I do it. So by the way, this white ring thing, this is something that occurs. This is part of Windows Ink. What it does is it's a press and hold feature. So it creates like this weird lag, right? And you can even see, look at how far behind that brush lags when I'm trying to paint. We're going to be getting rid of all that stuff with one simple text document, okay? So let's go ahead and minimize that and take you over to the desktop. Don't worry about these windows for right now. All you got to worry about is this one file over here that is going to be free for download on my Patreon. And it's just, I found it online. It's not technically anybody's property, so I can get away with that. And plus, I'm going to release it for free. So yeah, you can download this text file, and you'll notice inside of this text file is a bunch of lines of code. And these are going to be really important things that are going to immediately optimize our Photoshop beyond what was ever thought possible, okay? Now, if you're curious what these codes mean, you can actually do a little bit of research yourself by going over to the Adobe Photoshop website. You can see Enable Optional Extensions. Now, that's what we're doing today. You can see here, those lines of code are similar to the ones right here, these naming conventions, and then these lines of code. That's what we're going to be doing today. But to install them, we have to go a little bit deeper than what lies in front of our eyes. So let's go ahead and get started with that. So the first thing you're going to need is this. You're going to need this text file. So go ahead and download that. You can look at it if you'd like, but just go ahead and close it up. And then we're going to begin moving towards this file location. Now take a look up here. See right up here. This is our destination. We're going to be going to, okay, so follow along with me. If you're on Windows 10, this is going to be really easy for you. So you're going to go to local disk, then you're going to go to users, then you're going to go to yourself, Kienan in this case, and then you're going to find app data. Oh wait, is that what I'm hearing you right now? App data is not showing up? Oh, that's because it's a hidden file. Yeah, that's right. So to access your hidden files, in fact, let me show you what you'll probably see. You'll probably see something that looks like this. App data is not showing. So what you need to do is you need to open up this window, which is called File Explorer Options. And that can be accessed as simple as hitting your Start button and typing in Folder, File Explorer Options. Go ahead and click that. That seems feasible. You go to View. Then you go ahead and go to Show Hidden Files. This is the beginning of our hackery. Go ahead and hit Apply. That new file has shown. Go into App Data. Go into that. And then you're going to go to Roaming. And then you're going to go to Adobe. And then you're going to go to Adobe Photoshop CC 2018. And then you're going to go to Adobe Photoshop CC 2018 Settings. And then within this secret file, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to grab that, right-click it, drag it over, and hit Copy. Okay? Now those lines of code have been hacked into Photoshop. And now watch what happens. We're going to go ahead and close this up. Of course, we're going to save that. We love the changes that we made to that. Let's reopen it. This is stage one, ladies and gentlemen. This is stage one. Now watch what happens when you install that new extension. I'm pretty sure that's all you have to do. I don't think that there's an option for enabling. I can't remember if that doesn't work. There might be another option in here to enable custom settings, custom extensions. I don't think that's the case for this one. I think it should work right away. Now watch what happens. Now watch what happens. Oh, if we press and hold, does that white ring appear? Oh, interesting. Now look at how much closer. Okay, we're getting a little bit less lag now, okay? But it's still not quite there. It's still not quite there. That's the first issue that we're gonna resolve. Oh, there was another issue that has to do with clicking this button on your pen. The right click button seems to never work unless you install that psuserconfig.txt thing. But now it works perfectly. Also, there were all kinds of problems with the navigator. Oftentimes this thing, like you would move it like this. Oh, well, my face is covering it. But right behind my face, you can see this navigator right here, right? And you can drag it around. In fact, I want to demonstrate this. The differences. I'm going to go ahead and go back to this. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete that, minimize that. Let's relaunch this because you guys really need to see this. And this pisses me off to no end. Like, just going back to this, it actually makes me sad. It actually makes me make a sad face. And I shed a tear for all of the artists that are starting their journeys and they're going to run into these problems. But I'm showing you today how to get rid of this crap. Okay, so we're back to the old crap, right? So if we hold down, see that white ring? That stupid white ring? And then look at this thing. Look at how this works. Like, I can kind of like drag around, and this navigator is so laggy. And then look at this. Like, if I hold, I'm right-clicking right now. But see how it makes, did you see that? It makes brush strokes happen, even though all I'm doing is clicking this mouse button. I'm clicking this button on the pen, but for some reason it reads it as a brush input. See that? Look at that. Just clicking it. It's so weird. It's so weird and it pisses me off. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and put that back where it belongs. Let's put that PS user config back where it belongs. Copy that over. So nice. So nice. We love you, PS config. Thank you. Moving on to the next part. And that has to do with, let me consult my list here. Okay, so we fixed the white ring for the most part. There is another way that you can do it for the rest of Windows, but that user config thing takes care of it in Photoshop, so we're not going to worry about that just yet. We'll deal with that at the end. Okay, so now we are going to start going into the zoom. We're going to go into the thing that's called zoom, and that is when you're clicking back and forth or hitting Control minus and plus. See how it has that nice, awesome, beautiful zoom animated? Wow, doesn't that make you feel awesome and great while you're working? Also, flick panning. Wow, look at this. I can pan my drawing and look at how it just has that nice little ease in, ease out animation that we're loading onto our video card and forcing it to render. Wouldn't you think that that is causing a bit of lag in our brush strokes? And the answer is of course. So how the heck do we turn that crap off? Well, we're going to go to Edit, Preferences. You can tell I'm very, very passionate about this. And we're going to go to Performance. Performance! And you know what you're going to do? You're going to go to this little checkbox that says Use Graphics Processor, and you're going to uncheck that. Okay? We're going to start with that. Next, we're going to go up to Tools. See that checkbox that says Animated Zoom? We're going to delete that from existence forever. And then we're also going to delete Enable Flick Panning forever. And then go ahead and hit OK. Was there anything else? I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Let's see here. I think that was the main ones. Okay, then hit OK. Now watch what happens. Okay, this actually doesn't refresh until you close down Photoshop. Close down Photoshop, reopen it. And what is going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, is going to make you smile. It's going to make you smile. It's going to make you realize that Christmas miracles are a real thing, that there is hope for digital artists. Look at that. No more animated zoom. Does it flick pan? So flick pan, hold spacebar. Kind of flick that thing around. Nope, nothing. Nothing. Now let's go ahead and make a new layer. And let's go ahead and draw. Oh my gosh. Do you feel that? Do you feel that? There is so much less lag there. And that makes us so happy. That makes us so happy. Now we can start drawing some actual pictures. But there is something else that we need to talk about, and that is, of course, optimizing for your hands. We're going to optimize for our hands. And we are going to be changing a couple key bindings. We're going to be changing some key bindings, and that is going to present us with one more final issue. Well, one more final issue, and then we're going to move into the nitty-gritty. And that is how to get rid of, you'll notice that now the hold thing, if you press and hold, that white ring does not appear. But if you close Photoshop and press and hold on the desktop, see, look at that, it's still appearing. We want that to go away because we hate that. We never want to see that again. It's like a ghost. It's like seeing a ghost, and it just creeps us out. It'll spook you. It'll spook you, and getting spooked is not good for your workflow. Not good for your workflow. But let's talk about key bindings. Now, originally, in my previous episodes, I've talked about key bindings, and I've talked about their importance. So let's see here. I think it's in Edit. Oh, shoot, where is this? Edit Preferences, Key Bindings? I can't believe I totally forgot where this was. Oh, Keyboard Shortcuts. It's right there. Edit Keyboard Shortcuts. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So all you have to do is we need to find our good old brushes. Is it under brushes? You have to forgive me. I totally did not rehearse this part. So it's probably going to be under tools. Ah, there we go. There we go. We're looking for that left and right angle bracket thing. And we're going to be changing it to A and S. That might be way down here. There we go, right there. So it's under your keyboard shortcuts. See decrease brush size and increase brush size. I've set them to A and S. It's not important that you set them to these keys specifically, but I've chosen these ones because they feel very natural. And the most important thing is that they are on the left side of the keyboard. Now, if you're a left-hander, then the right and left angle brackets are probably very comfortable for you. But if you're a righty like me, then it feels weird to, you can imagine that your hand is here, and then the left and right angle brackets, just for reference, are the keys that look like this, just above your enter key. See that right there? Those two little guys, if you click on those, that's what allows you to adjust the brush size on the fly. You can see right there, I'm adjusting my brush size. Okay. Oh, and speaking of brush size, that is one more thing that we can do to optimize, but I'll get into that in just a moment. So normally I would be using the left and right angle brackets to do this, but my good friend and coworker, Michael Marino, opened my mind and soul to the awesome ability that is, wait, why is that not working? Oh, there we go. Oh, is that? Oh, that's, okay, sorry. I totally just blew my mind. Or I got freaked out because I saw those two dots. I was trying to erase them, but I didn't realize it was on the background layer. But anyway, my good friend and amazing person in general, Michael Marino, showed me that you can rebind to A and S. Now, what could the possible problem with this be? Well, I've taught you guys about alt clicking. When you press alt while you have the brush equipped, it automatically, see how it changes to your eyedropper tool. You can grab a color and you can begin blending, and then you can grab that color. Press alt, click that, grab that color. However, the problem arises when you press alt. Pay attention to up here. See where it says file, edit, image, layer, all these things? When you hit alt, do you see how all those get a little underline? But when you press back on the canvas, they go away. The problem arises if you accidentally press alt and then go to resize your new key binding with S. Look at that. It pulls up that menu. It pulls up the select menu because you hit S after alt before you clicked on the canvas. And this is another small thing. It's a very nitty-gritty. I'm moving into the more nitty-gritty things as we move forward with the process, because this might not apply to you. But if it does, I'm going to show you another really cool program that you can download. And that is, of course, Adobe Photoshop Assistant, supplied by the amazing person Million Art. I don't know if they wrote this. They may have. But regardless, this is an awesome program that I downloaded, and I use it on my Photoshop. And let me show you how I set it up and what the most important thing that you can do with it is. So let's go ahead and launch it. You can see down here, there's our handy little AP assistant. Click it, and then it'll show up here. You can go to Preferences. Now, you'll have a couple different menus that you can explore through here. There's General. I don't really do anything crazy in here. Color Picker. I don't think I really touched this one, but the most important one is Hotkey. Clicking this right here, Disable Alt Menu, that is going to, watch what happens. Now, I'm going to hit Alt. Watch these menus up here. It's going to flicker, and then it's going to immediately go off. Did you see that? Now, if I hit Alt and then hit S, without touching the canvas, it will no longer do that stupid thing where it brings down the menu and it totally throws off your workflow and scares you and spooks you. Okay, that is the next one. Now, moving on to our final bits. And then maybe I'll do a little quick sketch for you guys. I think I'll do a quick little sketch for y'all. Let's see here. Setting up the ANS hotkeys. User config. Oh, yeah, let's talk about the last thing, and that is how to get rid of and banish the ghosts for good. How to banish the ghosts for good on your desktop. And that is, you never want to see that white ring again. You never want to see that, okay? And how are you going to do that? You're going to go to your control panel, right? You can just hit the start button and hit control panel. Boom, there you go. Here, I'll just open it up again. And then you go to hardware and sound. Contrary to popular belief, you don't hit pen. Do not go to pen settings. You will not be able to find the thing to disable the white ring here. Common mistake that I made, but I just turned everything off just in case because I hate everything that is Windows Ink. Anything. I just don't want to talk about it. Okay, but the point is, go to pen and touch. And then right here, see that press and hold? Press and hold right there. Go to settings. Unclick that. Banish that demon. Banish that demon. Hit apply. And now watch what happens. Oh, it's still there. Ah! Wait, actually, I don't know why that's happening. I have no idea why that's happening. Okay. That should have taken care of it. Oh, no. Oh, no, it's still haunted. Okay, well, regardless, that's just a little bonus thing. I'll still figure out how to do that. I figured out how to banish the demon before, but I'll have to go back and do that. Okay, but the most important thing, the last thing that I will say, is going to your tablet settings, okay? Now, this is an Intuos 4, but I'm sure if you're working on a later one, you might have similar buttons to this. And you access this by, of course, just typing in Wacom, and it'll take you to your tablet properties. Now, the first thing you will be greeted with is this awesome thing here, this tool interface. You can go to your grip pen. You can adjust things like your sensitivity, your tip feel, eraser, mapping. This is another really important thing. If you're using a dual monitor setup, make sure that you hit screen area and only choose one monitor. Otherwise, it's going to be flicking between the two monitors and it's going to feel really weird. So don't do that. Okay. Next, the most important thing that you can do is functions. Go to functions and go to touch ring if you have a touch ring. Or sometimes you have buttons on the side that you'll accidentally hit with your hand. And this is what I want to talk about. So this stupid touch ring over here, see how like when I'm just touching the touch ring, and if I hit this with my elbow, it's going to start scrolling and zooming the picture all over the place. And it's so dumb. I just don't get it. I don't get why Wacom ever made the tablets this way. But that's okay because we can go right here. See this top thing? Okay, so you select these, in this case, on the Intuos 4, pressing that middle button. See how it allows you to pick between what that touch ring does? Well, we want just an option that does nothing. And how do we do that? We're going to go up here. We're going to click on this. We're going to hit disabled. Now watch what happens. See, we can go to disabled. And lo and behold, when I touch the ring city, it does nothing. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, how you optimize your Photoshop. And now you can begin. Now you can finally begin to make a Krabby Patty. And you can finally begin to make beautiful art. Okay, so with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and do a little bit of sketching. Let's do a little bit of sketching and let's play around with our newly found power. Let's forget about the ghosts. Oh, you know what? I think I remember how to get rid of the ghost for good. I think I remember how to get rid of it. And that is, I think it's in grip pen. It's in mapping. This checkbox, I think, is what does it. Use Windows Ink. Click that off. Turn that off, and then go to your desktop. That was it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you banish the demons for good. Never again will you see a ghost. You can press and hold, and you won't even see it on your desktop. Now let's make sure that that still works in Photoshop. I want to make sure that that didn't mess anything up. Okay, good. That still works. Let's go ahead and close it down really quick. Let's reopen it, do a sketch, and then we out, ladies and gentlemen. We out. We out. Like Star Fox, right? When he's using his upbeat. Okay, so you can tell I've been watching a lot of Smash Bros. Lately. I'm going to take a quick drink before we sketch. I hope you guys have gotten some good value out of this because I know how frustrating it can be. I know how frustrating it can be to get into something, and it bothers me that you're set up to fail from the beginning. You are literally set up to fail from the beginning. And so I'm hoping that this will help you guys out to get a little bit in the nitty gritty, to kind of pull up a couple hidden files, to install some weird text files, but realizing that it's not too scary after all, and that in the end, everything is going to be just fine. So let's go ahead and draw a couple faces. Okay, and I'm not going to really go into too crazy, well, I was about to say I wasn't going to go into tutorial mode, but knowing me, that's almost impossible. So I'm going to draw just a couple faces, because you know what I've been wanting to get better at lately is not getting stuck on putting too much detail into one face. I want to sketch a few different types of faces, a few different sizes of faces. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Okay, so this one looks pretty cool. I'm going to delve into this one a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and throw some eyes on this. And watch how quickly I do this. See how I can just work without lag? That's really the secret. That's really the secret to my art, guys, is that I've optimized it so that way I don't have lag when I'm trying to draw things in. And because of that, it allows me to quickly iterate without wrestling with the software. And that is what is most important. That's a pretty cute face. I dig that. Cool. One cute face down. One cute face down. Next one. Let's see if we can make the eyes a little bit... I want to make these ones like really narrow. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on this. I want to make the nose wide on this one. Cool. Cool. Yeah, but I hope this helps you guys out with getting your Photoshop to not suck. Because I know that a lot of you just got tablets for Christmas or Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever. Or you just bought a really nice gift for yourself. And you're super excited to join the ranks of the digital artist. But unfortunately, you're plagued with the ghosts from the past. You're plagued with the phantoms and the things that are set out to kill your inspiration, kill your motivation, right from the beginning. That one's pretty good too. I dig that one. Cool. Next. This one's going to be weird. I want to have the eyes like super far apart. Because why not? This one will be more cutesy. Why not? More cutesy. I don't know, maybe this doesn't even have to be a human. It can be like a rat or something. Or a bat. It could be a bat girl. There we go. Oh yeah, because of that, they gotta have the eyes. I don't even know if bats have these types of eyes. But whatever. Whatever. But yeah, I've been wanting to get better at not getting stuck on one face or not. It's easy to just stay on one drawing, stay on one sketch, when really what you should be doing, the best artists all are good at failing quickly. They're really good at failing quickly and setting up their drawings early. Or, that literally made no sense. Failing earlier and getting more choices early on. Getting more choices early on, I think, is what the point is. Yeah. There was a girl that I sketched in my sketchbook a while ago with a longer face like this that I really liked. I'll have to go back and check that out because it's like, that's what I'm talking about. It's like you'll come up with like weird ideas in your sketchbooks and sometimes you'll just nail it. Sometimes you'll just freaking nail it. And then you think about it later, you're like, how did I do that? And then you almost couldn't replicate it if you tried. So that's why having a sketchbook is good. That's why sketching is good for the mind and the soul. Let's see. Oh, I want this girl to have like shorter hair. Maybe she'll have like a little workout bun. That would be cute. That would be really cute. Kind of have her hair to the side. Let's give her some bigger ears. Or maybe it's behind one ear. That one's good. Let's give a little shine to that bun. A little shine on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, not bad. Not bad, not bad. All right, I'll probably play around with these a little bit more as we go, but I don't want to bore you guys because you guys have sat around. Actually, you guys sat around for that whole boring tutorial. You guys deserve something. Let's stick around here for just a moment. Stick around here for just a moment because I'm going to do something that I don't usually do, and that is that I'll show you guys. Let's imagine that the show just ended, and now I'll show you how I go in, and sometimes I like to pretty up the sketches for the thumbnail. So let me just go ahead and do that for you guys live. Show you guys how I would actually go about doing that. So one of the first things that I would do is I would take this and I would darken it down. Probably darken this down to kind of heighten the contrast of it. And then what I would do is I would begin creating some lighter values in there. Throw some lighter values because this is nice. We have like a medium tone, we have a dark tone, but we need some lighter tones in there. Let's go ahead and throw in some lighter tones. Not bad, not bad. I actually like that. That looks nice. Let's go ahead and throw that in. I'd probably get rid of some of these construction lines. Let me go ahead and duplicate that layer. Get rid of some of these construction lines. There we go. There we go. I'm going to darken this hair in. Let's use a little bit of the colors that we used today. Let's use some of those colors that we used from today. Throw that in there. Something that I really like to do is I'll take that background color and I'll just leave it. Like in this case, it's that medium kind of gray, grayish blue. I'll just leave that and then just kind of color in the hair around it. And then that makes an automatic shine. It makes an automatic highlight. We like that. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of extra color in here, a little bit of punch color. Kind of bring it to life. Yeah, that's cool. A little in the eyes. A little in the face. Cool. Put a shadow under the eye. Make it look real nice. Yeah, I dig that. This is another tutorial that I want to go into in the future, and that is the power of having muted colors. Like you can see this color that I'm working with right now is very muted. But then the really cool thing that happens when you start introducing bright colors, like this one. See, we've moved all the way up and to the right, and just how vibrant that truly looks when you start contrasting it with a controlled palette. Okay? Now I'm getting into afterthoughts. This is really cool. I'm actually glad that I decided to do this. I was totally set to end the show just back there, but this is totally fine. This is way cooler. Dig this. Okay, I want this girl to have darker skin. But let's still keep it very controlled. Keep it like right around there. Whoops! Wrong layer. Wrong layer. I want to push it a little more purple. Ah! Yeah. Yeah, I actually like that mixture. That mixture is pretty cool. Okay, so see those controlled colors? Controlled colors. Let's go ahead and mix in. Let's go ahead and saturate a little bit. Let's add a bit of blush. Add a bit of blush in there. Cute. On the ear. Boom. Easy. Let's get those eyes in there. Let's use those same colors that we used on the other girl's eyes. Easy peasy. Easy peasy, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. 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 And there we go. There we go. That's quite cute. I actually want to add a little bit extra vibrance. Extra vibrance to this girl's skin. There we go. That's way better. That's way better. Maybe even some cool colors. Maybe some slight cools in the eyes. Maybe a little bit of coolness in the hair. Now I'm thinking contrast. I'm thinking contrasting colors. Because before they were all warm colors, but introducing some cool colors in there can help to balance out the palette. Very nice, very nice. I want her eyes to be darker though. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Last one. Last one. Let's go ahead and do this color. This color. I'm just kind of picking it. Just kind of picking it as I go. That looks too yellow. A little too yellow. Still too yellow. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's get that highlight in there. Easy, 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 easy. Love it. See how quickly I can work now that we did all that optimization, guys? I hope that truly opens your eyes to this. Anybody who is on the fence about thinking, oh, I don't need that. I can still deal with the white ring. I can still deal with the crappy lag that happens when I'm trying to resize my window. Hopefully this pushes you over the edge and says, oh, well, if Kienan's doing it and he's still alive, then I could probably do it too. Okay. That looks pretty good. Digging that, digging that. Let's go and get rid of this stuff. This extra stuff in there. Last thing I'd probably do before I end this is I would probably do a bit of line coloring. Now for that, I'm probably just going to turn everything a very warm color, or at least in some areas. So I'm going to pick my soft brush. I am going to lock this layer. See down here, our line layer. I'm going to lock that sucker. And I'm going to begin adding some warmth to our skin. Warmth to the skin. Sorry, Batgirl, you're probably not going to get done because I don't really like you. For those of you who like Batgirl, I'm sorry. Maybe she'll get her own episode later. We can make it up to her. Okay, bit of red in there. Bit of red there. That looks good. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it good. So I hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys learned some good stuff. Oh, the last thing that I want to say is, I will for sure be releasing this. Oh, sorry, it got totally dark. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this for. I set my camera to not autocorrect, like the gamma or the exposure. But I will be releasing this PSD on Patreon for those of you who would like to download it, as well as I'm going to be releasing the recent Fortnite PSD because we just completed that. Let me go ahead and slyly pull that up while I distract you. Because we just recently finished that, and I was really happy with how it turned out. But something that I forget to do sometimes is I forget to release the final PSD. So here is the final PSD, and this will have, I'll be uploading this one as well to the Patreon, where you can take a look at all of the different layers. In fact, here's some really cool ones at the end. Things that you might have not known that I do, like balancing layers, light balancing layers, as well as like the old school ones, or like, not old school ones, but like the super like nitty gritty ones where we go in and do the lighting. All of these layers will be available for you to check out and dissect for yourself on patreon.com. And thank you to everyone who has been supporting me, even though I have been a little bit late on my shows. I know I usually like try to do these once a week, but as of late, I've been really invested in my work. And I just want to say that I really appreciate you guys for being understanding about that. But the show isn't going anywhere. Sometimes it might slow down a little bit, but I'm always thinking about you guys. And I really hope that this helped you out. So let's go ahead and end today's show with some lovely Lane. Go and pull that up. You guys take care. I will see you next time. And until then, you guys stay awesome. See ya. so much good stuff here. This is so cool. You guys have been getting so great. I love these sexy ladies. There's so much good art. We got dragons, we got weapons, we got people, concepts. And this, okay, here's the other thing, is that this has been getting so long. Like, but I say it like I'm complaining, but I actually think it's really cool that it takes so long to show all your guys' work, even within just a couple weeks. You guys really fill this thing up. Super proud of you guys. And I'm hoping that showing you this today will help you to continue making stuff like this and in a even more efficient manner. Because by golly, I want to see more of it. It's actually one of my favorite things every week. Always looking at all the new art that you guys submit. So keep it coming. And if you want to get featured, don't forget, come on over to Instagram. Come join the Instagram army. KNKL Phantom. Alrighty, people. I'm out for now. See you next time.